enjoying my music. So medyo may pagka-rockstar tayo if you don't know, if you guys are not really into it. So apologies, my apologies. So thank you so much guys for joining our day 3. Apologies for those na expecting na 7:30 PM tayo ulit magsisimula, but especially for today lang, I really need to go outside ngayong gabi. So hindi pasok sa schedule ko, so that's the reason why minove natin from 7:30 PM to 1 PM. And tomorrow po, regular schedule tayo, 7:30 PM up until Friday. All right? Welcome everyone. Welcome Sir Roy, Sir Archie, JC, Danica, Miss Melissa, Diana. Ayan. So nandito na tayo, halos yung iba papasok pa lang, but I expect na talagang yung iba hindi makakapasok. So let's dive right into it dun sa ating lessons. And today we're gonna talk about how to set up your Facebook ad campaigns from scratch and what are the things that you need to consider when you launch your campaigns. Para at least alam niyo na hindi lang yung pag-launch kasi ng ads, sa totoo lang, when you set it up, anong tawag dito? You can actually find some tutorials naman sa YouTube, sa kung saan man, ang daming tutorials. Pero bottom line kasi, anong tawag dito? Hindi kasi nagma-matter yung setup para sa akin. Although part nung magiging success mo, kailangan naka-structure yung campaigns mo ng maayos, kasi pag sabog-sabog yung campaigns mo, hindi mo ma-maximize yung budget mo. So it has to be a cost efficient setup so that hindi natatapon yung budget, no? Let me just quickly check if nandito si Sir Kenneth. Sir Kenneth, nandiyan ka ba? Yung ginawa na ako ng ang tawag dito ng business portfolio ng day 1. Type ko lang yung pangalan niya dito. It looks like wala siya dito. Ayan. So wala siya dito. That's okay. I'll be using my own business portfolio for my clients. I am currently running an ad for my clients. So I think we can use it for this demonstration. So let me just pull it out. 1 second. May mga nagtatanong din kasi, paano ba yung tamang targeting? Paano ba yung tamang, siguro the right word would be, paano yung tamang setup? Pero yung word na tamang targeting, parang it's misconception, or it's a bit, I mean, a lot of people are a bit confused doon sa tamang targeting because there's no such thing as tamang targeting. Para sa akin there's no such thing as tamang targeting. There's this thing called A/B testing or always B testing. So until such time na ma-hit mo yung tamang target mo. Ganun po yung proseso when you run Facebook ads. So it has to be anong tawag dito? Set up in a way na tama po dun sa pagkaka-structure po ninyo ng campaign. So nandiyan na ba si Sir Kenneth? Wala pa rin? Okay. Sige, I think I'm gonna go ahead share my screen. Let me know guys if you can see it. Type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you can see my screen. All right, perfect. So this time may nakikita na kayong ads na tumatakbo. Bagong-bago lang din tong ad na to. Nagkakaroon ko lang din for my client. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set, ito kasi nakikita nyo is website or landing page campaign ito. I'm optimizing for website purchase. So I'm just gonna create a new campaign. I would assume karamihan dito nagme-messaging campaign. So let's use the messaging campaign for your business. So I'm just gonna create anong tawag dito, engagement. Or actually, I can create sales even if I don't have a website. No, if you are selling your own products, you can choose sales for this setup. Yung iba kasi, when you boost a post, automatically, di man natutunan natin kahapon, automatically engagement po yung pina-optimize mo doon. Pero when you select sales, you are telling Facebook to find people who are likely to make a purchase via your messaging campaign. So I'm gonna hit sales and then click continue. And then I usually use the manual sales campaign setup. So click continue. And then ang naming convention na usually nilalagay ko, TOF, conversions, CTM, sales, testing. Real estate po is lead generation. I'm gonna set it up for you, Miss Melissa, after this one, okay? So, but for now, for those of you guys na nagbebenta ng products, you can use this setup, okay? And later on, I'm gonna create the lead generation campaign. So right now, pupunta ako ng ad set level and I'm just gonna name it this one, PH broad open audience -1. So TOF stands for top of the funnel campaigns. 'Di ba nakita niyo po yung ano natin kahapon? Imbudo. 'Di ba there's a series of anong tawag dito? Audience na kapag inano mo sila, pag kinilasify mo sila, they are divided into different group of audience. So meron tayong 3 layers. TOF stands for top of the funnel. MOF stands for middle of the funnel. And bottom of the funnel is BOF. O tinatawag din itong cold. Okay, and then ito naman is warm. And tinatawag din itong hot. Okay? Now, cold audience because this is the first time na makikita nila yung ads mo sa newsfeed nila. That's why we consider them as cold audience. This is the first time na magmi-meet kayo sa as an advertiser and as a user so para makikita mo yung ads mo. Kino-consider naman nating warm for those audiences naman po na nag-engage dun sa page mo, nag-visit dun sa website mo, nag-attend ng webinar mo and whatnot. And then we can consider those people na nag-attend ng webinar, nag-engage sa page, nag-download ng PDF file mo, whatever, and then we can consider them as hot audience where we can sell them, anong tawag dito, our products sa bottom of the funnel. Blank screen, okay naman po sa kay Nel. Miss Melissa, I'm not sure po why you are scroll i-slide left or right mo baka mamaya ibang page yung nakikita mo. That's the reason why you are getting the blank screen. Swipe left and right doon sa if you're using mobile phone, most likely that's the reason why. All right, so basically as what I'm saying is TOF, this is gonna be you spend most of your budget, at least 70% of your budget goes to TOF campaign if you are in the e-commerce space, especially if you have a website, and then 20% goes to your MOF campaign of your budget, and then about 10% of your budget goes to bottom of the funnel campaigns. But this is going to be for those who have a website. But the problem is if you are optimizing for messaging campaign, ang ginagawa ko dito, tinatanggal ko na yung bottom of the funnel. Tapos 70-30 na lang yung budgeting ko. So it's gonna be 30% on the middle of the funnel. Tapos wala na akong bottom and that consists of my 100% of my budget. So if I have 15,000 budget, so that's gonna be 70% of that, which is how much? 15,000 times 70%. That's about 10,500 goes to my top of the funnel campaign and about tawag dito, about 4,500 goes to my middle of the funnel campaigns. So ganun ko po siya ni-structure. All right, so let's dive into the campaign setup so that magkaroon tayo ng learnings about this one. So again, your campaigns is divided into 3 segments, into 3 blocks, I mean. How may ano man yung tawag mo dito. So that's top of the the campaign level is on top, the ad set level is in the middle, and in the sa ad level is yung nasa bottom. Okay, so basically dito sa ad set level, this is where you select kung saan mo papupuntahin yung conversion location. Is it on your website? Is it in your app, website in app, messaging apps, or calls? So what we're gonna do is isasend natin sa messaging apps this time since wala naman tayong website na i-optimize. And then, preferably, lagyan mo to ng 100 pesos. And usually, pag naglo-launch ako ng campaign, that's 12 midnight the following day. So mamayang March 20 at 12 a.m. And then here dito sa interest or demographics targeting, wala na akong isi-select. So that's gonna be broad open audience. I will let Facebook find the best audience possible for my ads. So I have an estimated audience size of 57 million to 68 million na estimated audience size all over the Philippines. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over here dito sa ad level, which is I'm gonna insert my ads. So let's say I'm gonna use a video. I'm gonna type in vid1 C1 H1. All right, so that's gonna be vid1, ibig sabihin video 1, copy 1, headline 1. Ganyan ako mag-naming convention. It's up to you kung anong gusto mong naming convention, but this is pwede mong sundin or pwedeng magkaroon ka ng sarili mong naming convention. It's up to you kasi basically itong mga naming conventions na to is just an organization nung ad account mo or nung ads manager mo so that madali mo siyang hanapin moving forward kung meron kang hahanapin na ads na gusto mong i-track in terms of the results. Now, you can have two options. You can create an ad which is ito nga, create ad. Ang tawag dito is dark post. Ibig sabihin ng dark post, hindi mo siya makikita sa page mo. Hindi siya lalabas sa page mo. Lalabas lang siya as an ad. But if you click the drop-down menu and you click the use existing post, if you have posted an organic post sa page mo, then you can select a post to use it as an ad. So you can use this one. Ito na post ito dun sa page, and then you can use the same post as an ad. Ang tawag ko doon, organic post or regular post used as an ad. But for this time, we're not gonna use the existing post. We're gonna use the dark post. So pupunta ako sa, you can have flexible video campaigns or single or image video carousel ads. But this time, I'm just gonna select single image or video. So you can put multi-advertiser ads and then set up a creative video ad. And then you can upload your videos dito. I-click mo lang tong upload and then here are some of the videos na na-upload ko na. I think I'm gonna use preferably this one. Makikita mo dito, this video can't be used for Instagram, but you can still select it to run on Facebook. So I don't have itong page na to, walang Instagram account. So okay lang yon. So lalabas lang siya sa Facebook page. So I'm gonna select next. And then I'm gonna put a copy doon sa primary text. Okay, let me just duplicate this one para kunin natin yung copy doon sa kabilang tab. Wait a second. So, dinuplicate ko lang yung browser ko guys. Huwag kayong malilito. Baka malito kayo. So, we're still on the same page here, but I'm just gonna copy the existing ad na meron ng copy. Okay, ang tawag dun sa primary text na yon is copy or ad copy. Let's say ito. Meron na kasi ako na launch dito, so kukopyahin na lang natin. Ito yung primary text. Ang tawag dito is ad copy. Okay, so kukopyahin ko na lang to. Meron na ako nagawa. And then, ipapaste ko to dito sa primary text. And then, I'm gonna copy the headline. And then, here, chat on Messenger. And then, i-click ko yung next. Usually, yung description sa baba, hindi ko na pinapakailaman yun. So, skip and continue. Next. Done. And basically, meron na tayong copy and meron na tayong headline. So, I'm just gonna select the, anong tawag dito? The chat flow. So, I'm gonna click edit. And ito sa baba, papangalanan ko to ng broad chat flow 1.0. Tapos, it's up to you if you are going to change these text for this demo. Pwede mong palitan to. Can I make a purchase? And then you'll have an automated response. Makaka-receive sila ng automated response. Yes, please provide us as the following. So let's say, for example, full name, complete address, tapos contact info. Tapos kung may email address pa kayo na kukunin, okay lang din. Tapos nearest landmark. Nearest landmark. Usually kinukuha ko to para pag hindi mahanap nung JNT rider or ng LBC, at least merong nearest landmark. And then how much this is cost? Let's say 2,499 per box. Per box, ayan. Pause. Can you recommend something for me? Sure. Our staff is here ready to assist you. Okay, so that's Broad Chat Flow 1.0. Tapos i-save ko na tong template na to. And then I'm just gonna hit save. And then that's it. I have anong tawag dito, an ad that I can publish. Now, pay attention dito sa itong part na to kasi there are three main things that you need to pay attention. When you create an ad, you have to pay attention doon sa first liner ng primary text po ninyo. Nakikita niyo po itong say goodbye to dialysis, CKD, and all diseases. Pagod ka na ba sa magdusa sa dialysis, etc., etc. So, importante na yung first liner mo, dapat compelling siya para i-click yung see more. Kasi yung the rest ng copy, di ba, itong nasa gilid, mahaba ito. So, kapag hindi compelling yung unang text mo, yung first liner ng text mo, hindi po yan i-click yung see more. And mind you, yung pag-click ng mga users ng see more, it's also counted as clicks. No? Kasama po yun sa all clicks. So, alam po ni Facebook kung sino nag-click ng see more, sino nag-click ng learn more button, at sino nag-click ng video. So, alam po lahat ni Meta yon. Meron siyang data nun in terms of the activities po or history po ng users na nag-i-interact po sa ads po ninyo. Now, that's first one, yung first liner ng copy ninyo. The second one should be the video. So it has to be compelling, it has to be eye-catching, scroll-stopping video so that people will click on the video and anong tawag dito? And send you inquiries or inquire doon sa products na binibenta mo. Then lastly, doon sa headline mo, kailangan compelling din yung headline mo so that you can be able to give them parang curiosity on why they should click doon sa ads po ninyo. Alright? So, okay po tayo doon. I'm just gonna minimize this one and I'm gonna hit publish. Alright? So, may mga questions tayo. Mamaya ko na sasagutin to, Evian. I'll be reviewing all your messages dyan. And preferably, you save mo na yung messages nyo and then pag nag-question and answer tayo mamaya, that's the time na kasi baka matabunan, so sayang naman yung inyong effort, no? So, I now have a campaign na ito, i-isolate ko lang to para ito lang yung nakikita nyo. Okay? So I now have a campaign na launch, which is testing campaign. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate this ad set. Okay, duplicate the first ad set. Okay, duplicate. And then this time, di ba kanina wala akong sinelect na wala akong sinelect na interest or demographics targeting. This time, I'm gonna click to switch to original audience options. Use original audience. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an interest or demographics targeting. So let's say, for example, I don't know, food supplement, for example, food supplement na interest targeting. or supplements. Supplement. Or let's say, anong bagay dito sa ano ko, sa product ko, health and wellness. Health and wellness. Eto guys, this is going to be divided into different interest or targeting. There's behaviors, there's job titles, there's fields of study, there's interest, and there's demographics. So, pwede nyo i-select yan. Yung health and wellness niche na wala na yung interest targeting dito. Kasi, I believe tinanggal na to ni ano eh. Tinanggal na, ito. Health and wellness, personal care. Yan. So, I'm just gonna select this one, copy, and then I'm gonna change the naming convention ng ad set ko. So, I'm just gonna put it here, health and wellness personal care, doon sa ad set name, na dinuplicate ko kanina. And then doon sa ad level, ang papalitan ko lang dito is yung chat flow. So, I'm just gonna hit duplicate. Di ba, broad chat flow 1.0 to? So, I'm just gonna hit duplicate. And then, papangalanan ko siya ng interest chat flow 1.0. Tapos, may babaguhin ako dito doon sa welcome message. Lalagyan ko siya ng emoji. Okay. Okay, ito emoji na to. And then, I'm gonna hit publish. Okay, so interest chat flow 1.0 na siya, and then I'm gonna hit publish. Now, bakit ko nilagyan ng emoji? No? The emoji represents the identifier ng ads mo so that you can be able to check if saan galing yung inquiries, sa interest targeting ba, sa broad open audience targeting ba, yung ibig sabihin yung dito kasi sa broad open audience wala tayong nilagay na emoji, dito sa interest targeting may emoji tayo nilagay. Ibig sabihin nun, all of those na nag-inquire na may emoji, usually nilalagyan ko din ito ng yung ad set naming convention, nilalagay ko emojis diyan para alam ko kung ano yung nakalagay na emojis diyan. And so on and so forth. Halimbawa, mag-duplicate ka ng another ad set, then basically, pwede mo lagyan ng specific emojis para alam mo lang din, ang tawag ko doon identifier or yung tracker para magkaroon ka ng idea saan ang gagaling yung messages mo. Pag nakita mo, napapansin mo na yung mga emojis na to is na pumapasok puro basura, puro how di Carabao. So, ibig sabihin, madali mo ma-identify kung anong ads yon or kanong ad set yon naka-launch. So, you just need to pause the ads that is going to give you hindi magandang leads, and then you continue the ones that are giving you quality leads. So, that's one of the reasons why you need to put emojis. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do is to create a custom audience. Pupunta tayo ng all tools. Pupunta tayo ng audiences. Alright, and then we're gonna create a ang tawag dito, a custom audience. So create a custom audience. And then pupunta tayo ng, if you have a website, you can create a website sources. If you have an Instagram, you can create an Instagram custom audience. If you have a Facebook page, you can use the custom audience na nag-engage din sa Facebook page mo. So what I'm gonna do is select Facebook page, click next, and then I'm gonna select the same page. Tapos audience retention, automatically 365 na yung pwede mong ilagay, or you can reduce it to 90 days. Pero kasi 365 na yung maximum po. Tapos I'm just gonna write it here, Diva Secret everyone who engage FB 365. And then what I'm gonna do is create audience. And babalik ako dito sa isang tab, which is gagawa ako ng bagong campaign, which is the retargeting campaign, yung MOF natin. Di ba may binigay ako sa inyo na whiteboard. So, itong whiteboard na pinakita ko sa inyo, yung that contains TOF, MOF, and bottom of the funnel or yung BOF. So basically, yung ginawa natin kanina is this one, yung TOF yung nasa taas. Ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin yung MOF, yung tinatawag na retargeting campaign. So, gawa tayo ngayon ng retargeting campaign. Meron na tayong scheduled na campaign for the testing. And what I'm gonna do, para hindi na ako mag-create from scratch, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate this one, duplicate original setup, duplicate, and papangalanan ko na lang siyang MOF. And instead na testing, what I'm gonna do is go for the retargeting naming convention. And then, close ko lang to. Pagdating dito sa ad set level, i-uncheck ko tong isa para i-delete ko tong isa para matira lang ako ng isang ad set. So, i-delete ko muna to. And then, nimla ko ng tubig guys. Medyo masakit na naman yung lalamunan ko. So, eto naka-in-draft pa. Ang gagawin natin dito, i-edit natin. And then we're gonna name this Stock Audience 365. Tapos, wala tayong gagalawin sa conversion location. Ang gagalawin natin is dito. Yung switch to original audience options, use original audience. And then sa custom audience, I'm gonna type in 365. Lalabas na yung custom audience na ginawa natin kanina. Everyone who engaged FB in the past 365 days. And then usually, i-uncheck mo tong advantage custom audience kasi mag-i-expand yung audience mo kapag hindi mo in-uncheck. So make sure na i-uncheck mo to. And then, there you go. You have a retargeting campaign. Preferably, maglagay ka dito ng ibang ad na dito. Kumbaga, mag-change ka na ng ad creatives para hindi same ad yung pinapakita mo. So I'm just gonna remove this one and I'm gonna select a different video. Let's say, for example, this one. Ayan, so next, skip and continue, next, done. Tapos usually dito mo malalaman yung yung naming convention. Kinukuha ko yan dito. Huwag kayong maglo-load ng assets nyo guys ha, na random lang yung naming convention. It has to be properly named. Kumbaga parang bago nyo i-upload kay Meta, kailangan yung file name dun sa desktop ninyo is napangalanan nyo na kasi yun din yung magiging naming convention ng ads po ninyo. Pwede nyo ilagay dito, ganyan, bukol sa likod, C1H1, pwede yun. O kaya vid1, C1H1. Depende po sa inyo, kayo po yung magdi-decide po nun para mas madali nyo ma-identify. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit publish, and that's it. Ganun lang kabilis. Now, magki-create na tayo ng lead generation campaign. No? For those of you guys na nasa service-based industry, we're gonna create a lead generation campaign from scratch. So, I'm gonna hit create, and I'm gonna select leads, and continue, and manual leads campaign, continue, and anong tawag dito? I'm just gonna type in TOF, conversions, leads, test, CTM leads pala. Yung CTM, that means click to message. No, ang CTM stands for click to message leads testing. Guys, ito naming convention ko lang to. It's up to you guys. Magkaroon kayo ng sarili niyo naming convention. Walang mali doon. You can follow my naming convention. It's up to you. No? For organization purposes lang ito so that meron kayong pina-follow na pag marami na po kasi kayong campaigns diyan sa ads manager ninyo at labo-labo yung naming conventions niyo, hindi manghirap maghanap ng ads, ang hirap maghanap ng campaigns. Pero kung na-organize niyo ng maayos yan, meron kayong mabilis na method paghahanap ng inyong campaign. So pupunta na ako ng ad set level instead na pupunta ako ng Messenger kasi doon natin gustong ipadala yung conversion location. So that's gonna be PH broad open audience -1. Tapos this time makikita nyo dito kung bago lang yung page niyo mag-run ng lead generation campaign, kailangan nyo i-accept yun. Magkakaroon kayo ng ganitong notification. Kailangan i-click nyo yung view terms. I agree to terms and conditions, and then i-accept nyo lang po yon. Yan. So, na-accept nyo na, and then budgeting nyo po is 100 pesos. March 20, 12 midnight. Bakit pala 12 midnight? So, the reason why I usually launch my test campaigns ng 12 midnight because I want to, anong tawag dito, to spread out my budget all throughout the day. So, for example, nag-launch ka ng 12 a.m., this is 12 p.m. yung lunchtime, and this is also 12 midnight the following day. So, ang gusto kong mangyari dyan, ma-distribute yung budget ko 24 hours. So kung 100 pesos yung budget ko, I want Meta to distribute my budget all throughout the day. So ganun po yung reason. At hindi po siya maghabol ng ubusin yung budget mo. Halimbawa, nag-launch ka ng bandang alas 3 na ng hapon. So sayang naman yung umaga hanggang gabi na audience na supposedly tatamaan sana ng ads mo. Kasi malay mo, nakita nila yung ads mo ng umaga tapos nag-decide sila ng gabi, bibili na pala. So sayang naman. So yun po yung reason kung bakit 12 midnight ko nila-launch yung ads po natin or yung ads ko po. So there you go. So my broad open audience, katulad pa rin nung kanina, wala akong isi-select. And then what I'm gonna do here doon sa ad level, gagawa ako dito ng chat flow. So create. So makikita nyo dito sa baba, di ba? Verifying your changes. Create a template or select an existing one. So pwede nyo i-click yung edit or pwede mo i-click yung create dito sa baba. So let's say create. Tapos pupunta ako ng advanced and then re-rename ko to ng broad chat flow. Broad chat flow CTM leads. Yan, click to message leads 1.0. Yan. So, pwede kong pangalanan ng ganyan. Again, kayong bahala kung anong gusto nyong naming convention, but this is how I name my campaigns and my forms kasi for organization purposes. Ililipat ko dito sa content, welcome message. Usually, tinatanggal ko to. Tapos, questions, depende po sa questions na gusto nyo itanong kung ano man ang industry na meron kayo or nasang industry kayo. So it should be dun sa custom questions, are you interested in our let's say services, or are you interested in our properties halimbawa. Yan. Tapos answerable by yes or no. Yes or no, and then itong city tinatanggal ko to. Kung hindi mo naman kailangan yung city, tapos add question ka dito, custom question, tapos depende sa iyo kung ano yung mga questions na itatanong mo. Halimbawa, when do you plan to invest? When do you plan to invest? So, depende kung anong industry kayo So, pwede nyo gamitin ito. When do you plan to invest? Add option. Let's say ASAP. ASAP. Add option ka ulit. Let's say within the next 3 months. And then add option ka ulit within 6 months period. So, makikita nyo dito, meron na siyang automatic na i-click niyo na lang yung button kung anong gaano sila kahat pwede mong i-close. Okay? Completion message. Okay na yan. Disqualification message. Okay na yan. Privacy policy. Ang ginagawa ko dito, pumupunta ako dun sa Facebook page profile. Guys, mamaya na ako sasagot ng mga tanong medyo mahina daw ang post, ang voice. Let me know guys kung kayo lang si UGS lang ang medyo nahinaan ng post, ng boses ko. So pupunta ako dito sa page ko, i-click ko yung page tapos kukunin ko tong URL, no? O kukunin ko tong URL and then copy. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna paste it here. Okay, and then click save. Okay, please accept Meta. Okay, i-click ko muna to and then accept terms and conditions. Anyari, ba't ayaw? Refresh. Ba't ayaw? View terms, okay naman siya. Accept. Ba't ayaw? Refresh ko nga, mawawala yung ginawa natin. Wala yung ginawa ko. So, start from scratch ako ngayon. Bakit siya ganun? Broad chat flow, PPM leads 1.0. So, ulitin natin at nawala. Naghang yung aking ano. I'm not sure for whatever reason. Yan. Properties. Tapos, yes or no. And then, remove ko to. Add question, custom question. When do you plan to invest? And ASAP. And then 3 months. And then 6 months. All right. And then completion message. Disqualification. Okay na yan. Privacy policy. Hopefully, ma-accept natin to. Accepted naman na siya. So, kunin natin to. And then paste here. And then save. Yan. Pasok. There you go. Refresh natin. Ayan, okay na. So, para hindi tayo mag-ano from scratch, so setup creative. Yan, setup creative. May tanong dito, multi-advertiser ads, ginagamit ko, yes. Lagi naka-check yan. So, setup creative, video ad, tapos yan, gamitin na lang natin yung same video. Next, next, skip and continue, next, done. And then, saan na yan? So, punta tayo sa campaign ulit. Kukunin ko yung same na copy doon sa ads na nagtumatakbo na. Wait lang ha. Yan. So depende sa inyo kung anong gagamitin ninyong primary text. Depende sa kung anong industry po ninyo. So, save po natin dito. Saan na yun? Setup creative, video ad. Select ko na yung kanina. So, primary text. Tapos headline, kunin natin. And palitan natin yung headline. And then next. Skip and continue, next. And done. Tapos yun, pangalanan nyo kung bid1 man yan, bid1, C1, H1, and that's it. Publish mo na siya. Okay? So, meron ka ng lead generation campaign. And sorry, dapat na wala ko yung ano. Same setup po yan kapag gagawa kayo ng engagement campaigns. No? Pwede nyo i-set up yun, ganong setup when you select. Kanina kasi, ang ginawa natin, sales, leads, and engage. Kung mag-run kayo ng engagement campaign, pareho lang din naman yung process po nun. If you guys in the service industry, I would suggest go for engagement or leads. Either of the two, better kung mapagsasabay ninyo kung meron kayong budget para dalawa yung nagra-run mo na campaign. And then you select which of those campaign setup gives you the most number of results and gives you the most number of inquiries and anong tawag dito, in sales. Dito naman sa sales kasi, preferably kapag ka nasa e-commerce space ka, halimbawa nagbebenta ka ng physical products, that is where you set up your campaign sa sales. Or kung gusto mo na, dito kasi itong leads na to tsaka sales, mataas talaga CPM niyan. So, ano na kayo dyan? Anong tawag dito? You have to be aware na mataas talaga CPM dyan. But if you want to have a lower CPM, you can optimize for engagement campaign. Yan. So, mababa kasi yung CPM dyan. Okay, and itong awareness and traffic, wag nyo na munang gamitin yan kasi wala naman kayong Hindi naman kayo, kung bilyonaryo kayo o kaya multimillionaire kayo, ayan, pwede nyo i-click to. Pero kung tayo ay simpleng mamamayan, dito muna tayo. Itong tatlo na to. So pag-eksperimentohan nyo yan in terms of your Facebook campaign setup. Now, question. Balik ako dun sa tanong na ano yung tamang targeting? Tuturuan mo ba kami ng tamang targeting? Tinuro ko na sa inyo yung tamang pag-setup. It's up to you to test and verify kung aling targeting ang nagwo-work. Interest targeting ba? Demographics targeting ba? Broad open audience targeting ba? Ano ba yung nagwo-work na video? Ano ba yung nagwo-work na ad copy? Ano ba yung nagwo-work na headline? And ano ba yung nagwo-work na offer? So dugtong-dugtong po yun para po magkaroon kayo ng idea ano yung audience na nagwo-work. Okay? Kasi pag sinabi ko sa inyo, okay, nasa resort industry kayo kunyari or nasa restaurant industry kayo kunyari. Ito yung select mong targeting kasi mag-work yan automatically. So, hindi po ganun yun. It doesn't work that way. So, you have to test and verify which combination works the best doon sa campaigns po ninyo. Yung settings po, tinuro ko na sa inyo how to set up your Facebook ad campaigns, how to create it from scratch. Kasi most of the time, inom lang ang tubig ha. Most of the time, nagkakatulo po yan sa ad creatives. At pina-explain ko naman po sa inyo kahapon or kagabi, paano pinapakita or paano nagde-decide si Facebook na i-charge yung budget ninyo. Remember, you are competing against advertisers. Nung nag-enroll kayo sa akin, may lumabas din na ibang marketing expert na katulad ko na nagpo-promote ng coaching program, and that's because nakita ni Meta yung activities mo, it has the same data points. So kapag nag-launch kayo ng ads po ninyo, one second. Kapag nag-launch po kayo ng ads ninyo, you have to make sure that you beat your competitors inside the algorithm because Facebook or Meta favors the best possible ads for your audience or for their users. Bakit? Ayaw kasi ni Meta na umalis yung mga users nila sa platform nila. They want to keep the users engaged doon sa platform. That's the reason why mas pinifavor nila yung ads na engaging, converting, at quality yung ads na pinapakita. Otherwise, matatalo kayo sa auction, your cost per acquisition goes up, and definitely when the cost per acquisition goes up, ang gagawin mo, papatayin mo na yung ads mo. Dahil hindi ka na hindi ka na makalaban hindi ka na, makatalo ka sa auction Yung, ganun siya nag-work. Okay, so I'm gonna answer questions. Simulan ko dun sa taas. You can drop questions na dyan sa chat and then I'm gonna be answering. We still have a couple of minutes left. Ano ba mas okay sa real estate sales or messenger po? Engagement or leads? Miss Melissa? Topic po, Sir Jaire, it's about how to the actual campaign setup, how to set up your campaigns from scratch. Okay, bago lang po yung flexible, how does this work? Basically, you can launch multiple ad creatives and you can upload multiple creatives and you let Meta decide which ad creative works the best. So yun po yung sa flexible. Kumbaga parang ang gusto kasi ni Meta, pabayaan mo na, sabi ni Meta, pabayaan mo na kami yung maghanap ng target audience mo. Just work on your creatives. Yan yung ibig sabihin, kaya meron siyang flexible ads or dynamic ads para basta i-dump mo lang lahat ng ad creatives mo dyan and then kami nang bahala magpakita kung kaninong user ipapakita yung creatives nito at combination ng headline and no copy, anong mas mag-work sa target audience mo. Mag-focus ka na lang sa creatives mo and si Meta na ang bahala mag-lift do the heavy lifting for you. Yun ang ibig sabihin nun. Flexible ads or dynamic ads. EVNs, I believe this will have Aristo. Marketing funnel, TOF, MOF, BOF. Does this general funnel still apply effective given the advantage audience and Andromeda updates on Meta, regardless whether lead gen or sales campaign? Okay. Anong tawag dito? How do we know if it's time to optimize campaigns, scale, pivot? Can you please give us expert tips on in optimizing and scaling campaigns? Ang dami mong tanong sige. Which one of more effective, CBO or ABO? Better ba sir kung messaging objective siya via sales campaign or via engagement campaign? Anong main difference? Thank you. Okay. I'll briefly answer this, Evian. One second. Okay. The reason why yung ginawa kong campaign kanina is manual setup, hindi ko ginamit yung Advantage Plus kasi I've seen campaigns na pag ginamit ko yung Advantage Plus, iano mo muna ako yung context ko muna yung iano mo sa ano tawag dito, yung i-absorb mo. The reason why hindi ko ginagamit yung Advantage Plus because I want to take control of who to target. No? Gusto ko sa umpisa, ako yung masusunod, hindi si Meta. Kaya hindi ako nag-Advantage Plus. Okay? Ako yon. Okay? Pero you can always test, sabi ko lagi ko sinasabi, you can always test and verify which campaign setup works the best. Okay? Is it Advantage Plus? Is it manual campaign setup? Walang pumipigil sa'yo. Regardless kung anong setup yung gamitin mo, bottom line, kahit anong setup mo man yan, Advantage Plus, manual setup, automatic placement, manual placement, feeds only, bottom line, kapag hindi talaga compelling yung ads mo, kahit anong setup pa yung piliin mo, you will get a different result. Okay? It will vary and most of the time, doon sa ad level mo talaga pofokusan yon. Huwag ka masyado mag-focus doon sa setup ng campaigns mo because hindi doon masyadong nagmamatter. Although merong significant difference doon in terms of results, sa dami kong tinest na gano'n, nagkakaroon siya ng difference. Kunyari, 30% mas bababa yung cost per result ng Advantage Plus, kunyari, or vice versa, 30% mas bababa yung cost per result ng manual placement. So, that's why you need to test and verify alin sa dalawa ang mas nag-work. So, it's up to you. Okay? Regardless of the campaign setup. Okay? Nagmamatter ba kung lead gen or sales campaign? Again, ang sagot ko doon, test and verify. Okay? Doon mo lang siya malalaman kung alin sa dalawa ang mas nag-work. Okay, there's no one size fits all na campaign setup. Ang makukuha mong sagot sa akin, test and verify, which is ganoon naman talaga. Wala namang iba, test and verify. 'Di ba? Number 2, how do we know if it's time to optimize the campaign, scale, pivot? The answer for that question, Sir Evian, is you should know how much are you willing to spend to acquire a specific action. Is it a lead? Is it a purchase? Is it a anong tawag dito? Is it a booking schedule? Depende sa iyo kung magkano yung willing kang bayaran kay Meta. Say for example, na-determine mo na I'm willing to pay 25 pesos per message. Now, your question is, when is the time to optimize or to scale? Ang sagot doon, if the cost per result is within my ideal cost, that is the best time to scale my campaigns. Again, malalaman mo kung magkano yung ideal cost mo by using the Facebook Ads Calculator. Pag-uusapan natin yan tomorrow, on Friday, tomorrow pag-uusapan natin yung Facebook ad metrics. Ano yung mga metrics na babantayan mo so that you can be able to have anong tawag dito? A good decision making when to pause or when to scale. Okay? Can you give us number 3 expert tips on optimizing scaling campaigns? There are two ways, or meron akong ginagamit na scaling method. Kapag messaging campaign, I use the vertical scaling method. Basically, I adjust the budget 20% from the original budget. Let's say I'm spending 1,000 pesos. 20% of 1,000, I will increase it every 3 days. No? Or every 36 hours ba? Tama, 36 hours or 3 days. The second one scaling method is the horizontal scaling method. Yung horizontal scaling method na ginagamit ko ngayon, hindi yun yung typical na anong tawag dito, magduduplicate ka ng maraming ad sets and then maglalagay ka ng different variations. Ang ginagamit ko ngayon, gumagamit ako ng cost cap. Especially kung meron akong website, hindi mo magagamit yung cost cap kapag messaging campaign ang gamit mo. So yung cost cap na yon will control your budget, especially kung na-determine mo na yung ideal cost mo. Number 4, which one is better or effective, CBO or ABO? The direct answer to that one is test and verify. Okay, number 5, better ba sir kung messaging objective campaign or engagement? Direct answer, test and verify. Because there's nothing else. Test and verify. Okay? Don't worry, Sir Evian. That's fine kung marami kang questions and I'm here to answer all your questions. Do you also click the multi-advertiser button? Yes. How to use the form in the ad set po? Miss Eden, meron akong doon sa dashboard po ninyo, balikan niyo yung batch, yung lumang batch or yung mga previous batches. Meron po doon Facebook lead form na anong tawag dito na tutorial. Punta ka dito sa online courses, di ba? Tapos view details. Tapos dito and day 3 actual campaign setup. Punta ka dito sa batch, batch 25 siguro or batch 20. Ito. Batch 20 pababa. Yun, meron diyang setup on how to set up the Facebook lead form. Okay? So, Coach, mas better po ba ang dark post kaysa sa existing post ng page? Ang sagot ko doon, ang direct answer ko doon, Joko, test and verify. Okay? I'm sure baka mamaya, mainis kayo. Bakit puro ganun? Test and verify. Ganun po talaga. Wala nang ibang solusyon. Test and verify. Okay? Ito, same question to ni Thon. So, test and verify. Insurance, lead generation, or engagement. Si Joy, sa akin lagi lumalabas na no ads, image lang po nilalagay ko. Depende baka hindi tama yung size ng ads ng creative mo, Miss Joy. Ang haba naman ito, Jaire. Sige. Makaka-affect po ba pag mag-emojis yung ads? May nabasa po kasi ako na hindi naka-encourage ni Meta. No? Hindi siya factor. Ang tinitingnan ko doon yung anong tawag dito? Kung ito lang Jaire, no. I'm not sure kung saan mo nabasa 'yan, yung article na 'yan. Ipapakita ko sa iyo, Jaire, kung bakit hindi siya factor kung bakit may emoji. Okay? And I'll give you the best example possible kung bakit anong tawag dito? Hindi factor yung emoji. Napansin mo kanina naglagay ako ng emoji doon sa campaigns ko or doon sa chat flow ko, 'di ba? So naglagay ako ng emoji, meaning kung bawal yun ni Meta, bakit ilalagay ni Meta doon yun? 'Di ba? Kung sino mang nagsabi noon na bawal yung emojis, bakit merong emoji doon sa mismong ads manager ni Meta? Papakita ko sa iyo. Kung hindi mo nakita kanina, papakita ko sa iyo. 'Di ba? Dinuplicate natin 'to. Ayan oh, mismong si Meta meron ditong emoji. Ayan oh, insert an emoji. O ayan. Ngayon, kung bawal yan or kung nakaka-affect yan doon sa campaigns mo, bakit niya ilalagay dyan yan? 'Di ba? Yun ang tanong ko. Tanungin mo yung nabasa mo ng article doon, sinabihan mo, bakit kung bawal yung emoji kay Meta, bakit si Meta mismo may emoji sa loob ng ads manager niya? So parang kalokohan yun kung gano'n, 'di ba? Number two, nakaka-affect po ba na Metascore yung pagdi-delete ng ads or pagdi-discontinue yung hindi na tinatapos yung ads? Hindi naman, maapektuhan lang yung ano mo, yung ads mo na delete, hindi mo na magagamit. Pero yung overall health ng ad account mo, hindi naman siya ma-affect. Ma-affect yun kapag multiple ads na nare-reject sa'yo. Jaire. Number three, magkano ba ang budget para kumuha ng ad buyer strategies? Depende. Depende sa kalidad ng media buyer na makukuha mo. Just to give you an idea, pagka mga junior media buyers, mga roughly mga nasa 10 to 15,000 yan. Yung mga intermediate media buyers, baka singilin ka na ng mga around 50K yan, pataas. Yung mga advanced or expert media buyers, pwede kang singilin ng 100,000 pataas. So, depende po yan. Madalas po nagkakaproblema ako sa mga questions and automatic answers na bumabalik po sa original version instead na edited version. Hindi ko sure kung anong nagiging problema. Better kung mabibigyan mo ako ng mas magandang konteksto dito, Sir Jaire. Sa motor shop po ba ano ang magandang targeting? Again, walang magandang targeting, you test and verify. Pero kung sa motor shop, i-test mo yung mga similar brands, kung halimbawa lalabas doon, kung halimbawa Yamaha, Suzuki, or Honda. So, yun yung mga possible targeting ko na naisip na pwede doon sa motor shop brand. But again, Sir Rafael, bottom line, test and verify. Which of those targeting work the best? Sa Lapida and Marker, ano po ang tamang targeting? Mahirap yun Mahirap yun. Lapida Maker or Marker, first time ko maka-encounter nito. Broad open audience mo na lang po, Miss Joy. Mahirap mahirap mag interest or demographics targeting. Pero i-broad mo na lang. Huwag ka namang maglagay ng interest or demographics. Let Meta find the best audience possible. Yung ad set po ba, sir, demographic interest, behavior, effective po ba ito? Again, Villa Subido, you test and verify. Mag-create ka ng isang ad set na demographic targeting, mag-create ka ng ad set na isang interest targeting, or kaya mag-create ka ng isa pang ad set na behavior targeting, and you test them all and see which one of them works best. I'm breaking up daw. Okay na ba yung ano ko? Yung audio ko? Okay ba yung audio ko? What if I will run ads for a product but no website, a product from a store on a marketplace, like for example, Shopee, I can adjust the product link. Pwede mong gamitin yun, Miss Ana. Gamitin mo yung messaging campaign, tapos doon sa auto-response, nilagay mo doon yung Shopee link mo. Pwede yun. Okay? Miss Marilu, every time na magsisend ng message and inquiry within the same conversation, nag-charge ba si Meta ng per message? Yes. Per conversion. Miss Marilu, ang unang i-charge sa'yo is CPM. Cost per 1,000 impressions. Kung wala ka dito kahapon, in-explain ko po yun. Ang unang i-charge sa'yo ni Meta is cost per 1,000 impressions, and then i-calculate na yon kung magkano yung cost per message mo. Okay? So every message na pumapasok, merong charge yon or merong cost yon kung magkano. Pero naka-depende yon, naka-compute yon doon sa CPM, cost per 1,000 impressions mo. Is there an FB group for this or sharing ideas? Nagbigay ako ng Facebook group nung nakaraan. Facebook link nung Facebook group ko. Ito Miss ano, ano pangalan nito? Si Miss Lynn. Ayan. Send ko ulit dito. Okay? Yan. Join ka lang diyan, accept ko mamaya. Selling cars, leads or messaging or engagement, pwede yan. Sir Toby. Erica, nakikita ba ng audience ang ad set name and objective or hindi po? Hindi po. Miss Erica, ikaw lang nakakita nun. Pero kung gusto mong malaman yung competitor mo, kung halimbawa kung ano yung tina-target ng competitor mo, pwede mong malaman yun doon sa pag lumaan yung ads nila, ituturo ko yun by tomorrow. I-remind mo ako doon. Para makita mo yung kung ano yung interest or demographics targeting na tina-target. Photography and videography, engagement campaign or leads, pwede yun. Sir Glenn. Pag nag-add ka ng ad creative sa existing ad, magre-reset po ba data? Magre-reset yung data, Miss Eden, kapag inedit mo yung mismong ad na nag-run na. Ang lagi kong sinasabi, wag mong i-edit yung ads na nag-run na, i-duplicate mo and then tsaka ka mag-edit doon sa bagong ad na duplicate mo. Okay lang yun kahit na sa isang ad set, dalawang ad yung nandun or tatlo. For as long as na yung nag-run na ads, wag mong gagalawin. Tapos, i-duplicate mo lang yon and then i-remove mo kung anumang variables o pag sinabi kong variables, headline ba yung papalitan mo, video ba yung papalitan mo, primary text ba yung papalitan mo, etc. Mas maganda po ba na isang interest lang ilalagay po? Yes. Preferably, ang audience size mo is between 2 million to 10 million audience size. Okay? Pero kung halimbawa specific targeting or geo-targeting, halimbawa Cavite lang or let's say Bulacan lang, Pampanga lang. So, imposible rin na makakuha ka ng 2 million na audience size kung maliit lang naman yung geographic location. So, okay lang yon kahit na ano. Inom lang ang tubig, guys. Pag specific geolocation targeting, hindi na ako naglalagay ng interest. I keep it as broad as possible. Paano pag may landing page, how to set up po sa FB ads? Ang conversion location mo doon, Miss Veronica, is, di ba kanina sa sales? Kanina sa sales, ang ginamit natin is CTM, di ba? CTM yung ginamit natin, click to message. Ngayon, pag nag-create ka, pag kinilik mo yung sales, tapos continue, dito sa ad set level, ang ise-select mo dito sa conversion location mo is instead na messaging apps, website. Okay, tapos maximize number of conversion location, data set, i-select mo yung pixel mo, nasa advanced lessons na to. Tapos conversion event, i-select mo yung conversion event mo, is it purchase, submit application, depende sa'yo. So, yan, there you go. So, pagdating mo dito sa ad level, lalagyan mo na siya ng website URL. Okay, that's how to set up the website conversion campaign. May workaround ba sa new update ni FB regarding live post to be deleted after 30 days? Wala. Ma-delete po talaga yun after 30 days. But if I were you, Miss Arlene, i-download mo yung live mo. Pwede mong i-download kasi yun eh. Punta ka sa savefrom.net. Punta ka sa website na to. Savefrom.net. Tapos kunin mo yung URL nung live mo. Stop sharing ko muna. Halimbawa, meron akong live dito last time eh. Teka. Hanapin ko yung live ko. Hindi ko alam kung nandito pa eh. Or perhaps kahit na anong video, pwede mo i-download yun eh. So, let's say ito na lang. Dito sa digital home, halimbawa gusto mo, ito pala, nag-live ako na nakaraan eh. Ito, live ito. Tapos punta ka lang dun sa ano mo. Click mo tong 3 dots, tapos copy link, tapos punta ka ng savefrom.net and lagay mo to dito, yung link na yon, tapos pwede mo na siyang i-download. Okay, so download and ayan, magre-render na siyang ganyan. Medyo mahaba yan kasi 1 hour yung ano, 1 hour mahigit yun. So, pwede mo siyang i-download yung mga ano, yung live. Tama po ba intindi ko? 70% budget, TOF, tapos MOF. Sorry, Miss Diana, buti na ano mo, buti na isingit mo to. Nakalimutan ko kanina. Ay, tama pala, sinelect ko yung ano. Mali yan, Miss Diana, yung broad, yung TOF, 70% budget goes to your interest demographics targeting. Ibig sabihin, nasa top of the funnel mo. Yon, yung MOF, that's your custom audience. Yan yung Facebook engagers mo. Di ba nag-create tayo ng custom audience, Miss Diana? Yun yung nasa MOF. Okay? If ginawan ko ng duplicate sa interest demographics, paano natin ng funding? Yung TOF mo, Miss Diana, basta lahat yun, puro interest demographics targeting yun or broad open audience. Tapos yung MOF mo, retargeting lang yun. Lahat lang yun na nag-engage sa page mo, nag-visit sa website mo, nanood ng videos mo, pwede yan. Guys, inaatake na naman ako ng aking ano. How about sa food supplement? Sa food supplement, pwede mo yung health and wellness na ano, targeted. Yung kaninang ni-launch natin na ad, food supplement yun eh. So, pwedeng health and wellness yung ano mo, targeted mo. Josephine, check and follow up. Yes, what message what message do you use for this? Can this be customized? Yes. Pwede mo i-customize 'yon kasi magpa-follow up 'yun after 1 day. Yung 'di ba nag-click yung target audience doon sa send message button. Then after 1 day, magpa-follow up automatically yung bot no. Kasi within 24 hours yun eh. Tapos pwede mo i-customize yung doon sa follow up. Paano i-set yung pixel? That's gonna be on the advanced lessons, Miss Eden. Pwede nyo na pong pwede kayo mag-upgrade doon. After download, can still repost, no longer live ba yun? Pwede nyong i-repost, Miss Arlene. Di ba na-download nyo yung live niyo tapos pwede nyong i-repost yun. Pwede yun. Alright, so ano pa ba? Pwede ba mag-set ng pagde-debit ng payment for 1 week kahit daily budget ang gamit ko? Mag-fund ka na lang, mag-add fund ka na lang, Miss Erica. Mag-add fund ka na lang kaysa sa debit. Tapos i-fund mo na kung 7,000 man yan for 1 week, maglagay ka na ng 10,000 agad-agad. Last question, medyo na mamaos na ako. Pag-create po ba ng broad targeting, kasabay na din ba i-create ang retargeting? Yes, pwede yan. Miss, ask your friends. Pwede yan. Pero make sure lang na small budget lang yung gagamitin mo sa retargeting. Pwede ka maglagay dun mga 60 or 65 pesos sa retargeting campaign. Okay, maraming salamat everyone for joining our session today. I'll be uploading the recording doon sa inyong dashboard. Hopefully, you can find it there probably later today. Alis na kasi ako eh. Babiyahe na ako. So, thank you so much for joining. Baka malate ako sa appointment ko. So, thank you so much guys for joining our live training session. Bye-bye!